Some say grief is the price of love. But in Mexico, love comes back once a year with candles, flowers, and stories whispered through marigold light.
And sometimes, those stories include a scruffy dog named Pancho.
Tail like a feather duster. Eyes like he'd heard every secret in the room.
Pancho came home the same week my daughter was born. He curled up by her crib like he'd been waiting his whole life to guard someone.
Family right from the start.
He walked her to school, waited at the gate, sat beside her through heartbreaks and history homework.
That kind of loyalty doesn't leave.
When he passed, we built him an ofrenda, laid out his leash, a bowl of mole. He used to beg for it like it was caviar, and flowers from my daughter's graduation bouquet. We lit a candle, played his favorite guitar song, and honestly, I swear I heard his tail thump once.
Maybe he just came home.
In Dia de los Muertos, we don't mourn alone. We remember together.
And pets? They're honored like any loved one. Water for the journey, food for the spirit, their toys, their smells, even their favorite songs.
It's like setting a table for someone's soul. You're not moving on. You're moving with them.
And it doesn't have to be marigolds and mole. It can be a birthday walk, a treat by a photo, one whispered name at sunrise.
Love doesn't disappear. It just changes shape.
And sometimes that shape looks like a sugar skull with paw prints on it.
Or a favorite collar, sitting quiet but never forgotten.
Whether it's an altar, or a garden stone, or a thank you said in the dark, our pets deserve to be honored.
Grief means they mattered. Ritual means they still do.
And Pancho? He probably thinks this is the best table he's ever begged at.
If there's a pet you miss, build them a tiny altar this week. Even if it's just a treat beside their photo. Say their name. Tell their story. Let memory wag its tail.
Because love doesn't end at goodbye.
Sometimes, it just finds a new way home.
What memory would you place on the ofrenda today? In Kyoto, grief moves like incense, rising slowly, filling the air with something sacred.
Here, silence isn't empty. It's intentional. It's full of thank yous that don't need words.
And when a pet passes, they're not just mourned, they're remembered formally, lovingly, like family.
When Maru passed, we held a funeral at a local temple. A Buddhist monk led the ceremony. There was incense and prayers. He said Maru's name 3 times, slowly, clearly, like it mattered.
Because it did.
Each of us brought something. His feather toy, a hairbrush, a tiny bowl he used to nudge toward us when he wanted a snack. We laid them on the temple grounds. We bowed. We cried. We smiled.
It wasn't just goodbye. It was gratitude.
We thanked him for being our comfort, our teacher, our joy.
In many parts of Japan, pet funerals are a real and sacred practice.
Temples offer cremation, memorial plaques, and yearly remembrance days.
People bring flowers, treats, letters. It's a space where grief and love get to sit side by side.
It's a place where grief is allowed, and so is gratitude.
Sometimes healing doesn't come from a hug or a sentence. It comes from action, from lighting incense, from bowing, from saying their name aloud.
Even something as small as folding a paper crane can help your heart take one soft step forward.
ritual helped us hold the sorrow without being crushed by it.
We think healing comes in words, but often it comes in presence, in gesture, in choosing to show up with reverence.
I never thought of grief as beautiful until I saw it expressed like this.
And you don't need a temple. If it's sacred to you, it's sacred.
This week, light a candle, write a name, say thank you. That's all it takes to honor a spirit that's still near.
Because love doesn't end. It just shifts shape.
And with a little ritual, it always finds its way home.
Have you created a moment of remembrance for your pet? Tell us how you honored them. We're listening. Tonight isn't about saying goodbye. It's about holding on to the love that lingers and the rhythms they left behind.
So let's make space for the small things we still do, the ways they live on, in our hands, our habits, our hearts.
Every Sunday morning, I walk the path Leo loved. He used to leap onto this park bench like he owned it. I still stop there, and I thank him for teaching me loyalty without a single word.
Biscuit's birthday, I light a pink candle. Always pink. She had a thing for anything girly and ridiculous. I place it in the window, next to this biscuit-shaped charm. It's my little I still remember you.
Mocha used to curl up on my planner every single morning. No matter what I had going on, she was the top priority. Now, I draw a tiny paw print at the top of every week to remind myself love is the most important thing I carry.
It doesn't have to be grand, just honest.
It doesn't even have to be seen. Even whispering thank you while passing the fridge, because that's where they used to wait. That counts.
Little rituals, no rules, just meaning.
Sometimes I hold her collar when I read, just because it was her favorite sound.
And in those moments, they're still with us. Maybe not curled up beside us, but just as close.
Our pets become part of our rhythms, our mornings, our holidays, our quiet days.
Grief is love with nowhere to go until we give it a place, a tradition, a way to bloom again.
And some days, the ritual is just a smile. And that's enough. This week, think of one small thing you can do to honor a pet you've loved. A walk, a candle, a paw print doodle. Whatever feels like them.
And if you feel like sharing, we'd love to hear. Tag us. Tell us their name.
Because every memory shared is a heartbeat remembered.
What's your remembrance ritual? We'll be reading every story with hearts wide open.